Hello, welcome to the Faking Sanity Knitting and Spinning podcast. We're a podcast out of, well, we have a shop in Dawson Creek, BC, Canada. Why are you laughing at me? She's laughing at me. We're a used bookstore and cafe and very, very small yarns shop because there's not a lot of places around, though there's more now and we have info about that later. But I'm Cindy.
I'm Ange.
And you can find us on Ravelry. We have a group called Faking Sanity, and my Ravelry name is Perian. Yours is?
Mine is Montréalaise, MTLAISE. It'll be in the show notes.
Yeah, all this stuff's always in the show notes, so, you know, you can ignore us. No, we're on Instagram. The store one is We Are Faking Sanity, and my personal one is Small Town Canadian. I don't even know my own Instagram. I don't post a lot, but I lurk a lot. I'm Small Town Canadian.
I'm Montrealer in DC, MTLERINDC.
Oh, she's nice and spelt it. Mine's Small Town CDN. Because we're Canadian. Well, I'm Canadian, she's a Montrealer.
I'm Canadian.
Is that all the intro stuff we do?
I usually do the intro, can you tell?
I just thought she has lots to talk about. I can do the intro. I don't know. That's good enough.
That's good enough.
We're a little crazy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, welcome back. If you've been here before, thanks for joining us. If this is your first time, we've had a lot of new subscribers recently, so we really appreciate that and hope you enjoy spending a little bit of time with us. Grab your coffee and tea and knitting and
Coke. This kind of Coke. Don't sniff
caffeine of choice.
Caffeine or non-caffeine.
Or non-caffeine.
Okay. That's fine.
Do you want to just start with whips? So I actually don't have a lot of knitting this week. Leading up to Christmas, when you run a retail shop, is kind of a crazy time. But I did get past the cast on my Fixation yarn that I had shown last week. So just a reminder, this is our own yarn brand. This is Faking Sanity Fixation. It's an 80-20 merino nylon. It's super plump and squishy, pretty high twist. And I'm doing it at a really loose gauge. I'm doing it on a size 6 needle with like 40 stitches for a scarf. And this is the Dragon Scale Scarf by Andrea Jurgrau. And so it's kind of got a wavy pattern. So you can see kind of the micro stripes happening. And then I loosened my gauge a little bit out here so you can see it pools a little differently, just so you can see it both ways. But yeah, I really, really, really love how it's knitting up, and it's so squishy.
Yeah. So, well, I'm knitting with the same yarn, so I don't even have to tell you. Though this colorway is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah.
This is a light between oceans, so it's got the kind of oceany blue greens and pops of white and yellow in there.
Mm-hmm. So this is my sock. My sock. Well, yeah. I'm knitting it for her. I am not using a pattern. I just realized that. I went, 64 stitches works. I did a 1x1 rib and then a 3x1 rib. And I did the sweet tomato heel for the first time ever because Angel really likes it. And it looks so bizarre.
It's so comfy though.
It looks kind of bubbly and weird on the sock blocker, but it fits her heel. Perfectly. So yay. Yeah, I was gonna knit them for me, but she really liked them, and
I kept threatening to steal them. If we're honest,
she's knit me a few pairs of socks, so I was like, yes, I can knit them for you. And you see all my needles because I do socks on 2 circs. But yeah, and yeah, I'm really loving how it's knitting up.
I love that colorway.
So. Well, squishy. Squishy's the word for it.
It is.
But yeah, and it's really cool, the socks, because you get all the little micro stripes and the speckles.
You can't see the speckles from that far.
Okay.
So there's little speckles of the pinkish red and then the kind of yellowy green.
Zombies and blood.
Zombies and a little bit of blood.
Or maybe that's just me. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. This sock is knitting so fast.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't actually been knitting a whole lot. But yeah, so very happy with that.
We're very excited about the yarn. We've been enjoying these knits.
Yes. So. You have another FO. No, whip.
well,
Sorry.
Sort of.
I'm not with it.
So
I'm
I have a spinning whip that's at home, but it's in the middle of a bobbin, and I can't show it, so I brought some of the fibre to show you that. But I have a long-standing whip. We've talked about Cindy's
not as long as my
whips.
long-standing
This
whips.
isn't quite as long.
No.
This is a cowl I started last winter, and I finished it last winter.
Yeah, it's the fastest
and
knit
was
ever.
debating on buttons, and as you can see, a year later I'm still debating. So this is the Brioche Stitch Cowl by Leanne Wilkinson, and it's knit out of Cascade Magnum Paints, which is a jumbo yarn. You can see the size of the stitches there. I was knitting on like size 17 baseball bats.
And knit up so fast.
It's just brioche stitch, and I've knit brioche in 2-color before, but never single. So it was kind of fun. It just moved along so fast because you're not even carrying like yarns or anything. Like it was super, super quick knit. So I'm still debating on the buttons. I think I'm going to go with these.
Did you have any other options or?
No, I have to find something else if I don't. So I think I might go with these.
Be right back.
But you know, if you think this is a terrible idea, tell me in the comments below. The buttons are in the yarn bowls.
Oh, okay.
Cindy's running off to see our shop buttons. But yeah, it's a nice, like, it's just a Highland wool, the Cascade Magnum, and I'm super sad they discontinued the paints because it's actually quite soft for a mixed breed, just Highland wool.
These would look amazing on it.
We didn't have these last year when I did. Okay, what do you guys think? Those two buttons? There's handmade ceramic buttons. I do like that.
Yeah. From our potter. Oh, sometime we're gonna have to show you our knitting bowls. I have to glue mine back
Marilyn
together.
makes
I
no. I think these would disappear with
that
the
one
blue.
would.
Yeah,
I think the cream would really pop out.
Yeah. No, that orange is too weird. Okay, I'm thinking this.
They're quite heavy, but they're fabulous buttons.
Well, and this is pretty substantial.
Exactly.
Like this
That's why I
yarn.
thought that might-
If you've never seen this yarn, it comes in like 200-gram balls.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking.
No,
we
we're
don't
out.
have any anymore.
We're out because they've discontinued the paints.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to get the solids, but it's really squishy and it's quite hefty. And this is, I think, about 150 grams in this cowl. You can see it's pretty substantial. It's a loose gauge, but it's
It's very nice. I have some
been snowing
to do a
here.
hat. Oh, God.
It's like -20 today, which isn't as cold as it has been.
In the last 2 weeks, we've had about 2.5 feet of snow, and
I'm thinking
supposed to have another. We're supposed to have another like 6 inches today.
Yeah.
So, whee! It's winter.
It's winter.
So yeah.
So yeah, cozy cowls. Actually, that's what made me think of it. Digging this out. And
Are you
going to
keep that one for yourself or sell it?
I'm not sure. I think I might keep it for me. I didn't used to wear cowls, but especially since I've cut my hair, I'm noticing the cold on my head and neck a bit more. So I might keep this.
Did you cut your hair before we started the podcast? You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just before.
See, I have always known her. I've known her for like 21 years.
Yeah.
With long hair.
Like middle of my back long.
Yeah.
Like
long
way below
hair.
my shoulder
And so she's like, I think I'm going to cut it. How do you think I'll look with short hair? And I'm like, not a clue, but it suits her. So. And short hair is
so
fabulous.
now I've started cutting my own.
She even cut my hair. So I have some funky bits, but they're fine.
Yeah.
We're getting better.
So that's my whips.
I have another whip.
You have another whip.
I have another whip.
I love this one.
So this is my shawl. I showed it before, but I've gotten much further.
Way further.
It is the. You didn't. I don't remember what it's called. No, Caireen. Caireen shawl.
Do you know the designer?
Susanna IC on Knitty. It's from Knitty from a few years back. Probably quite a few years back. And it's this awesome cable pattern.
Slightly crescented, flat-ended shawl.
It's actually more of a crescent if you stop where you're supposed to stop.
Oh, which is about here, right?
Yeah, it ends about there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be quite a shallow. She calls it a scarf. It's a shawl scarf. But I kept going because I want to use the last of my yarn, and I want a deeper shawl. So, but it's fabulous.
Oh, I'm caught.
When I get it all blocked and everything, it's going to be a nice, lovely, warm shawl.
Yeah.
I knit one of these for my sister. It was the one that, sat in my room for 2 years. No, only a year. Only a year. But yes, and then I realized that I needed one for myself. So I'm knitting it out of Fleece Artist Smitten, or is it Fleece Artist or Handmaiden? I don't know. They're the same company.
It's Handmaiden.
Handmaiden Smitten in Stardust, and it's fabulous. I was actually kind of disappointed when I first got the yarn because on their pictures it was much bluer, but now I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's
great. It has grown on me a lot. I also have another skein of it, just one skein, because she has some skeins and I got one skein for myself.
I got one of the other colorways. You'll see it eventually. And I love how it's not blended with the silk. It's plied with the silk. So you get this really neat, subtle marled effect in the knits, and it's just gorgeous.
My stomach just growled. If you hear it,
they heard it.
It's my stomach, I promise. Should have eaten lunch before we did this. Yeah, I love my shawl. I'm very happy. I could actually stop at any time now, but I'm like, oh, I've got half a skein of, well, actually...
You could make a hat or a cowl with that.
So,
but if you want a bigger, wintry, cozy up,
I kind of want to make it as
shawl.
deep as possible so that I can really stretch it out when I lock it. That's my whips. Do you have another whip?
No, that's it for whips. It's been crazy around here, but I do have an FO that's knitting related.
Yeah, I have one that's not knitting related, but still.
A historical FO.
Oh, yes.
Because on the show, you've seen socks where I forgot the heel flap, and socks that I had abandoned and only knit a bit on recently.
And socks that I'm making for her.
Socks that I'm stealing from Cindy. I thought I'd show that I do knit socks and that I enjoy knitting socks and I enjoy wearing socks. So these actually I wear a lot. Yeah. They are, I'm just going to
I'll hold them up while you talk.
Okay. They are the Imagine pattern by Lisa Stichweh, I think. And the yarn is Lana Grossa Meilenweit cotton stretch.
Oh yeah, it's the cotton, isn't it?
And it's cotton and it's core spun with a bit of nylon in the center, and
it's very cool.
It's awesome. And I'm a geek, and I couldn't resist this pattern because the cables remind me of DNA double helixes. It's not quite right, but you know, for
it's
a geek,
good enough.
For knitting, it's pretty close. So I couldn't resist these. So these are my geeky socks, and I love them. And it wears really well. Like, I've worn these for about 1.5 years. I didn't wear them much the first year because I was afraid of wearing them out, but for about 1.5 years, and it's just starting to show a tiny bit of wear on the bottom, but barely any. So yeah,
that's great.
Great cotton. I actually got, in a stash swap, I got some from a friend who used to live here, and she had 4 skeins of the black, so I have more of these socks in my future.
Who'd you get it from? Kathy?
Yes, Kathy. Kathy, who lives down south now and probably has a lot less snow than we do.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So those are my socks. I'm going to pull them off the block now.
I have an FO too, so this is not knitting related at all. I made a...
Put your hand behind
it. I will. I made a...
chainmail?
Necklace. Yes. No, a pendant. Jeez, brain not working. Aphasia is a good word. It's a chainmail heart. Let's see if I can...
Yeah, you got it.
So it is over 100 little rings, all put together as a heart. I'm just really proud of it, so I wanted to show it off. It's my new favorite one. Yeah, so...
One of our Christmas stockings of the store is a lot of her chainmail, so this is one of the ones that
I sold a bunch of chainmail yesterday at the craft show. So my sister takes all our stuff to craft shows, so I have to make some more. But yeah, I was really proud of this one, so I wanted to show it off.
And my Christmas stashing the store is occasionally knitting related. I have some hand knits, just like non-pattern stuff, like my stockinette stitch hand spun scarves and stuff like that. But this is the one that I'm excited about right now. So I've been working on some new, I've talked about making soaps, and I've got a new stockinette stitch soap, and I've been playing around with color a little bit. So I was trying to get like a variegated yarn look. I don't know how clearly it comes out. There we go.
The stitches definitely show.
This one's mine because I mucked up the design when I was unmolding it, and playing with the colors, I didn't get the edges quite nice because I was too slow. But this will be a new addition, I think. So, and it's apple and cedar, which I love.
And I also really like, she has a mold that it's a little knit hat with a pom-pom. Do you have any of those?
I think we have one of those.
Okay. Excuse me. While she's grabbing that, we could actually talk about the other stuff we've done for Christmas for the store too. We're really well organized today.
Very well organized today.
I'd forgotten
going off camera.
Doesn't matter.
This one's wrapped. I need to rewrap it. I don't know how well. Yeah.
Here, cover up my face.
There we go. So it's a little stockinette stitch toque. This one's just white because it's jasmine scent. It smells like jasmine tea.
This one I love.
This is totally unknitting related, but I
Lego!
did pineapple scented Lego soap, and I love it.
It's great.
So yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to just talk about this now? Since it's, you know, we've been stocking for the store.
Yeah.
So we have a couple things that we've been doing for Christmas. This is one of them. This looks so funny, but...
So advent calendars are a huge thing these days in the past few years. So we decided to do a tea advent calendar. So this is our Oh Christmas tea.
Yes, and it has 24 little packs of tea, all numbered. And yeah,
you have to dig through and find the right one. And it's got
so
a variety of, not all of our teas, because we have more than that, but a number of our teas.
Yeah, we've got blacks and greens and herbals and fruits and
ribes,
all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah. So we've been doing those. And then...
this one's exciting.
Well, this one we can't really show you much.
No.
But...
so you can shake it maybe a little bit.
That didn't really help much.
No, it didn't. The last item that would have shaken a little bit is
yeah.
We are doing 12 Days of Christmas gift pack. And I don't know if you've picked up on the box itself. Looks like
knitted fabric.
Knitted Fair Isle fabric.
We're geeky. They're wine boxes, but we were like, they're knitting!
They're knitted!
So we had to get them.
Yeah. So this will be our 12 Days of Christmas pack. We'll have these in our shop here in Dawson. But we've also talked about our Etsy shop, and we're going to have a couple on our Etsy shop. At this point, we can only guarantee they'll get to within Canada by Christmas, but if you're wanting it for the 12 days following Christmas...
which is what the 12 Days of Christmas are.
Yeah. You can... but some people want to give it as a Christmas gift, so they want to have it at Christmas.
Oh, yeah, totally. But yeah, so it's got 12 little packages in it, one for each of the days of 12 Days of Christmas. Yeah. Not at all related to the song.
No. There's no partridge in there.
There's
no pear tree, no drummers. No. You don't have to worry about the insane noise.
But yeah, we're really excited about them.
So we've been it is knitting related. We're not going to tell you what's in there, but there are some minis and a few knitting related things in there, and there's one little package. They're all individually wrapped, and there's one little package for each day, so you can fish through the box every day and find your goodies. So we're really excited about those.
Yeah, we've been having fun putting them together, but that's about all we've been doing.
Very time consuming. So that's been actually most of this past week has been working on those. So we're excited to have those out.
Stash acquisition. So we always say we don't normally have stash acquisitions, but there was a I don't know what it was called, Northern Craft and Vintage Sale, Northern Extravaganza,
Craft Extravaganza.
It had Northern in it.
Yes, Northern Craft Extravaganza.
Sure. We mainly went because Hippy Strings, the yarn store from Sexsmith, was coming. So we got
they're
pretties.
About 2 hours away, an hour and a half away.
Well, yeah, they're about an hour and a half. They're near Grand
Prairie.
But
they were coming like just over there.
Yeah, like
2 minutes away.
In town. So we went, and I got pretties. Anyone who's been watching this for 5 episodes will not be surprised at all the colors. But it's blue and green.
I'm going to move out so it stops focusing on my face.
Oh, it's focusing on my face, so it's all right. Oh, that just blew everything out. It is Midknit Cravings. She dies in Saskatchewan. Yeah.
I live in BC.
And the colorway is Grass Stains. Oh, and it's Midknit Cravings Heavy Worsted.
Good job.
In Grass Stains, and it's just 100% superwash merino, 110 grams, 188 meters.
It's really plump.
It's lovely. And yeah, so that's what I picked up at Hippy Strings.
I actually debated getting some of this too, but I decided I needed a hat because of the aforementioned colder head this winter. So I got some of Midknit Cravings Sugar Bush yarn.
Nope, it's not Midknit Cravings.
Or, some of Hippy Strings Sugar Bush Rapture. So it's a 50% llama and 50%, I'm just reading it upside down and in French, sorry, super fine merino. And it's got a tiny bit of halo. I don't know if you can pick that up there. And it's just a soft heathered kind of steely gray.
Yeah.
Which will be a great hat. And it's really soft. I don't usually love llama. I don't mind alpaca, but I don't usually love llama. But there's no guard hairs in this one.
Oh, and it's a worsted too.
It's really nice,
really
yes. It's like 190 yards for 100 grams, so pretty much a true worsted.
211 yards for
190 meters.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, it's really nice. It's soft and it'll be a perfect hat. So this is going to be my new winter hat.
I have no idea what this will be. So probably a hat, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
I have a lot of hats.
And I don't have any new charity hats this week.
But speaking of hats, you have those.
Oh, I do have some additions to hats in my stash acquisition. And this is entirely because of the Cozy Up sisters in Grand Prairie. So
Cozy Up with Stitch and Sisters. Just
Jamie.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
These are your fault. So I just got a couple of faux fur pom-poms because I figured I don't like hats with pom-poms, but oh, there is a snap. So I got one that's really long and kind of this dusty midnight blue. It's coming up a little bit darker than it actually is. And that one's a really long kind of faux rabbit fur.
Tribbles!
Oh, see, now I want to keep it. It totally looks like a tribble. You may have picked up
tribble
in the past that I am a Star Trek fan, and that is totally a tribble.
It's totally a tribble. But they're great.
Hide the wheat. These two have just elastics to sew them in like usual. But this one is a snap in.
Has a snap. So easy to remove for washing.
So I was really excited about that one. So you don't have to snow. You don't have to snow it in.
You don't have to snow it in.
I have snow on the brain. You don't have to sew it in. You can snap it onto your hat, and then when you want to wash it, just pull off the pom pom, and you've got a pom pom that isn't wrecked, but you can still wash the hat without having to hand wash and keep the pom pom out of the water or be so gentle with it.
Was there blue tribbles?
No, they were mostly natural colors. But I might keep this snappy tribble for myself. No, because
pom-poms are evil. Tribbles
it's not
are cool.
a pom-pom. It's a hat tribble.
It's a hat tribble. That's what we're... Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're calling them now.
Okay.
A hat tribble.
This is it. This is my new winter hat. It's going to be a hat tribble with a hat tribble. And the other two will be on hats that I sell. I'm actually thinking one of my charity hats will be for... something other than the cancer ward, like not an indoor hat. And I might put on one of the greeny blue ones because I have a lot of greeny blue yarns. This blue pom-pom. So I think that'll be fun.
Cool.
So,
hat tribbles.
Jamie, these are your fault.
But they're now called hat tribbles.
But yeah, hat tribbles.
It's like dingle dups. Hat tribbles.
And my last stash acquisition that I bought, which was also from the Northern...
whatever it was called.
Craft Extravaganza.
Crafty vintage thingy.
CJ Alpacas, which is a local alpaca farm. Well, local. It's in DeBolt, Alberta. It's a couple of hours.
Yeah, a couple hours.
But she had this gorgeous alpaca fiber. She had a lot of hand-knit alpaca stuff. But this is this beautiful fawn-colored alpaca, and it is... combed so beautifully. There isn't a hint of VM in here. It's just beautiful. And like,
for those of you who aren't spinners, VM is vegetable matter.
Pieces of hay, grass.
Yeah, and I just saw one,
sort of
but
thing.
yeah.
But it is so soft, and it was a really great price, like $100, 100 grams.
It was not $100.
It was not $100 for 15 grams.
She's way too cheap.
I'm very cheap. It was 100 grams for $15, so a really good price for really well-prepped alpaca. I've seen a lot of alpaca rovings in the past, but I don't really like to spin roving, and this one was a really nicely combed top. So that's cool. Coming up in my future. I've never spun 100% alpaca yarn before.
You haven't?
No.
Oh.
I have one bag of it, but I haven't spun it yet.
Oh, okay.
And then I had mentioned last week that my shawl that I was working on, my gathering shawl by Danielle Morgan, was on hold because my scurfy Shetland.
Scurfy.
And
sheep dandruff.
And Christy from Calgary had posted me some fibre. So she sent me...
Sweet.
She was so sweet. So not only did she send me 100 grams of beautiful Shetland that matches exactly what I was planning.
Was it more than that?
She sent me 2 bunches of this. I just braided it to keep it together. But so there was over 200 grams. It was like 8 ounces of fibre. So Christy, if you watch this, I'm not sure if you do, but thank you so much. I have resumed spinning for my shawl and I'm so excited. And I've got about half of the first bobbin done already. So I see a shawl maybe by Christmas.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. But maybe over Christmas I will finish knitting it. Leading up to Christmas is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But
it's been busy.
yeah. But speaking of Christmas and how fabulous Christy is.
Yes.
I've talked a few times about various Ravelry groups and stuff, and one of them that I'm in does a project every Christmas, and they call it Elfing, and it's exuding love and friendship, and it's just basically doing something nice for someone just because. It's not a swap. It's just following someone, seeing what they like, and knitting something for them, or sewing something for them, or, you know, and then throwing a couple of goodies in for it, just to say, hey, hope you have a nice treat for Christmas.
It's a great idea.
Or the holidays. And they ship out before Christmas. Like, some people have already started getting them this year. So it's just a really neat thing. And I really like the idea of paying it forward and doing something for someone just because. And Christy was my elf last year. And so I wanted to show off what she did for me. So she went through my Ravelry queue, saw what I had favorited and queued in my, and which is not a small task, because I have about 1,000 favorites and 5 pages of queued projects. But she knit these Goth mitts by Nicole Eitzinger, on Ravelry, and she saw they were in my queue, and she knit them in a color that she's seen in my projects a lot, and it was so sweet, and it made such a difference in a really rough year to get a package like that. And she had like made a spinning quilt for me that has pockets for all your tools. I forgot to bring it today.
It's really awesome.
But it's really handy, and these I've been wearing at home when I'm doing anything that isn't spinning, because I don't want to get fibre all over them, stuck to them. But they're fabulous and they're cute, and it was just so sweet, and it brightened my day. So yeah, I want to encourage all of you as we head into the Christmas season, if you can, do something nice for someone, whether it's baking a cake for a friend or knitting a charity hat, or just pay it forward. The world is a crummy place sometimes, but there are lots of fabulous people, and I know that we have fabulous viewers, I'm sure. So try and pay it forward this year. Do something for someone.
Yeah, and we're both small, doing little ones,
big things, doesn't matter. Just try and do something nice to cheer someone up. Yeah. So that's our challenge for you today.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. So prize draw?
Oh,
because we skipped that.
Yeah. We combined a few things differently than our show note
Angel
plans.
cannot do anything without a
and Cindy looked me up because she skipped number 4 and went straight to 6 and then
Yes. So we have a prize draw.
We do. So
we had 83 entries.
We did. We had between Ravelry, Instagram, and YouTube.
You've been hitting the table a lot.
I talk with my hands. I'm French. I talk with my hands. I will try to leave them folded up so I don't knock the table.
Yeah. So we had 83 comments. And you drew a name. Do you want to say
I did, sure. So we did a random number generated draw from the lists from all 3 places.
We couldn't do it live because we had to compile the 3 lists. Yeah. Well, she compiled the 3 lists.
I'm the spreadsheet queen.
She's the spread. Yeah, very much so.
So the lists were compiled by time between the 3 places, of course. Oh. And number 12 out of number 83, we got our last entry in late last night. So number 12 was the winner, and that was Lisa M. Chuck on Instagram. So I'm pretty thrilled with that. It was actually somebody who's started commenting on our Ravelry group and taking part in our knit along as well. Yeah. So always nice to get an extra treat to someone who's been participating. Yes. Although we would have been happy to give it to any of you. Yes. But that was kind of fun. If you want to message us your name and address, either of us or one of the store accounts, we get them all, and we will send you out
a little package.
And I'm going to put in a specific request. Send it to me.
I check mine. I just don't.
Send it to Faking Sanity or to me, Montrealaise, on Ravelry or on Instagram, or the We Are Faking Sanity on Instagram.
I do get them.
She
Really? No, I just...
I'm faster at replying. So if you want your prize, we're not going to tell you what it's going to be, but message us your name and address, and we will get that off as soon as we get those details.
Yeah.
And you should have it for Christmas if we hear from you soon. So.
Oh, yeah, it's only the 26th of November.
Yeah, and
she's in Edmonton.
She's in Edmonton, or in Alberta anyway. I
think
forget if it's Edmonton. I think it's Edmonton. But yeah, there'll be a lovely prize package going out. So we're really excited about our first prize draw.
Yes, we are.
As you can tell from the crazy grin.
Wow, we went through that all really, really fast. Oh, you know what we didn't write on your little schedule?
What? Whip Lucky Dip?
Whip Lucky Dip. Okay. Once again, so I've had a bad couple weeks. I deal with depression, and the last couple weeks have not been good. I've kind of been hibernating. I get home from work and I just go to sleep. Many times with the light on, because I'm not planning on going to sleep. So I didn't block my last Whip Lucky Dip.
Yeah.
But I will, I promise.
And I won't guilt you about it this time.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just been a rough couple weeks. I am now on medication that's helping a lot, but there's still bad days. Yeah. So, but yeah.
So, Whip Lucky Dip
is for those of you who've just joined us or haven't watched the first 5 episodes, I am very, very bad at finishing projects. So I have lots and lots of projects that are either half done or pretty much completely done, just not ends woven in and blocked. Because blocking is fabulous, and it makes your knitting looks so much better, but it is of the devil.
1 year for Christmas, I actually gave her a gift certificate for blocking because she hates it so much.
I didn't even take advantage of it. Yeah, I think you blocked one thing for me. I hate blocking, but I recognize how wonderful it is. Blocking hats is fine. Because I have a container.
Blocker.
I have a container that works perfectly for blocking hats. Blocking anything else is just, yeah, anyway. But that's all right. I'm going to do it. So I have some things in here. I have no idea what's in here anymore because I put together the bag so long ago. So you can pull out something from
And then for the next episode, we'll have 2 finished objects from this bag.
Sure, I will.
The scarf from last week and whatever.
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Whatever this is. Okay.
It's not very crinkly.
Well, the bag is crinkly.
Yeah, but it's not crunchy. It feels soft yarn.
Well, it's...
Oh, it's very soft yarn.
Yes, it is. It is. It is amazing yarn. It is like the start of my my love of Handmaiden and Fleece Artist.
Was this your first one?
Well, if your silk was your first one, it was one of my first ones from them. Okay, it's hard to show off, but first of all, the yarn, which is, surprise, surprise, blue, is amazing. It's Handmaiden Silken in Capri, and it's a DK weight 100% silk.
I love that one. I got mine in Vancouver.
Yeah, I bought it in Urban Yarns in Vancouver. Long, long ago, one time when we went to Vancouver.
We went to a Fibre festival in Abbotsford, and then went to all the yarn shops in the area.
I think 2008. And then the pattern here doesn't really show it off well. It's a cowl that looks like a shawl, which I thought was brilliant. Because I'm always like, what do you do with the ends of the shawls? So,
clearly not weave them in.
Not weave them in. No. Okay. It is a cowl that looks like a shawl, lace. It is Zuzu's petals. Sorry, fix my hair.
It's very dry here in the winter, so static is
I am so staticky.
A constant issue. You put something on your head and your hair goes woo.
We had I had some mini skeins of yarn because I love minis.
Yeah.
Everything should be minis. And we were holding them up and they would just to us.
Yeah, like holding it at arm's length, and the end of the skein was static to our shirts.
Anyway, this is Zuzu's Petals by Caireen Spencer, which I've made 3 or 4 times. No, not that many. 2 or 3. I made one for Danielle and this one and
this is why I went looking for cowls, because I liked the idea so much. That's why I did my friend
It's a
Marilyn.
brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Because it's a cowl that looks fancy.
Yeah.
So I knit it in 2014. Oh, that was not.
I could hear the static on that one.
Okay. I knit it in 2014.
And it'll block out nicely. I don't know. She didn't show the edge stitch here, but it's really nice detailed lace there, and it's 100% silk. So when this gets blocked, it'll be beautiful.
Yes. So I'm actually excited to block this one. I don't remember how I blocked Danielle's. But I'll figure out a way. I think I blocked it like this
Flat,
and then
did you spray block?
No,
like maybe half the iron?
I have never spray blocked anything before that one I did last week because I was in a hurry because I hadn't done last time we did the podcast.
Yeah. Spray blocking is great. If you don't need it pinned out really heavily, it's
I am all about putting it in a sink of water and letting it soak. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, so that I am so staticky now. Whoa, this is sticking all over. I'm like,
okay.
Oh, I can't even.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm not a nerd.
Static is fun.
I'm not a nerd. It's a mix between nerd and dork, and I am both.
Yes.
Yeah. So that will be done really
for the next
Promise.
podcast. So we'll probably
and maybe I'll wear it this winter.
Yeah.
The concept.
We'll get one more episode in a couple of weeks, and then possibly one more over Christmas break.
Oh, I was going to say the next one would be like Christmas Day.
Yeah, it won't be Christmas Day, but we'll get one in over the Christmas break. We close for a couple of days between Christmas and New Year's, so we'll throw one in there.
So that we can sleep. I'm basically in hibernation mode. I just want to eat all the carbs and sleep, which, not healthy, but that's okay.
Yeah. Health.
But we had yummy food last night because it was my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So we went out for steak.
It was very good. Let's end off with Culture Consumed. This will just be a
It'll be really
shorter
short
episode.
We have not been doing anything.
Not really short. We've just been doing a lot of Christmas stuff, so we can't show a lot of it. So, but Culture Consumed this week.
I have not been reading. It's terrible. But we got together with some friends, with my sister and Danielle, who you've heard mentioned, because, we don't have a whole lot of, we have friends, we just don't have a whole lot of people we hang out with.
Yeah.
Because we're at work.
And we're at work.
We're at work 60 hours a week. So we got together and watched Bon Cop, Bad Cop 2, which is a sequel to Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
If you've never heard of it, it's this fabulous
very Canadian
mockery. It's got a very French Canadian cop and a very English Canadian cop. The English Canadian cop is by the book and, would love a desk job.
So how are you French and every stereotype of...
And the French Canadian cop is the, anything goes as long as the final result is bad guys put away, good guys okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. We watched the first one years and years ago, and it's hilarious. So we finally got around to watching the sequel, and it was so good. Except it was a little more serious.
Yeah,
made me cry, but everything makes me cry.
It's fun though. They talk in both languages, so you have to put the subtitles in if you don't speak both.
Knit while watching. It's like the only movie.
It's so fun. They didn't do as good a job on the subtitles on this one. I was noticing a couple of things. Some of the French jokes just didn't get translated.
Well, they didn't get translated last time either.
But they did replacement ones. Like they did equivalent.
Okay.
There's a lot of word plays and puns.
It's so much fun, and it is so Canadian. So if you've never seen the first one, watch it. But the second one's excellent too.
Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
Comfior plays the English cop, and he's an amazing actor.
He is.
And what's the name of the French cop? Sorry, I'm asking you for a name.
Yeah, I'm horrible with names.
No. Patrick.
Patrick Huard.
Patrick Huard.
Huard.
Sorry. Yeah.
You may have noticed a slight difference in the pronunciation there.
I have French Canadian, background, just no ability to speak French at all.
It's actually
that's not true. Bonjour.
One of the scenes in the movie, they are trying to figure out what language Patrick Huard's character is playing. They're like, I think it's Swiss or Swedish.
And sounds like the Swedish chef.
And one of the cops is like, no, I think it's French. I think it's a bastardized version of French, but I think it's French. I'm like, that's my language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quebec French is not pretty, but
it was my dad's first language, but he never spoke it when we were kids. Yeah. So I didn't, well, I mean, I learned French in school because you do when you're Canadian.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I can't speak it.
So if you're looking for a fun, light movie with lots of action and a bit of a darker side, check out Bon Cop, Bad Cop and Bon Cop, Bad Cop 2.
The first one, Bon Cop, Bad Cop, is all about hockey.
Yes.
The second one, no.
Not at all. The first one is, it's hockey serial killer farce.
Shh. That's like...
It comes up in
spoilers.
The first 30 seconds in.
Spoilers.
I spoiled the surprise like at 30 seconds in. It's a 15-year-old movie. I'm sure they know about it, or it's okay to spoil.
Yeah, it's not quite that old, but...
thing that comes out 30 seconds after the movie starts. Anyway,
what else? I've been watching Voyager, Star Trek Voyager still. I'm on like a middle of the 5th season, so but I haven't been reading at all. It's bad.
I've been, well, when we did the prize draw, we had said, like on Ravelry, I asked a prompt of what you want to knit or your favorite yarns, but on Instagram, I did what's your favorite podcast. So I've been checking out a whole bunch of new podcasts this week.
I have this list, but I'm already behind on the ones I watch.
I have a list, like this size sheet. I just started writing them, and then I ran out of space, so I started a second column, and then I flipped it over and started a third. So
well, thank you for all the suggestions.
Yeah. I'm not even close to having watched one episode of every podcast listed yet that you guys have recommended. Yeah. So I'm really enjoying it.
It's been great. A lot of them are ones we've heard of. A lot of them are ones we hadn't.
Some I hadn't heard at all.
Yeah, it's great.
So
and I will get around to it once I get caught up on Bakery Bears and Cozy Up. Those are my two that I usually watch. I'm usually like, I watch them the day they come out, but no, I've just been so behind. All of my YouTube watching has been replaced by Voyager watching.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There's a season for everything.
Yeah.
This is clearly Voyager season.
Apparently.
And
Hat Tribble season.
Tribbles. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we didn't have any like, oh, we have yarn coming. Oh, Etsy.
Oh, we have a huge announcement. If you've stuck around this far. We've talked about our Etsy shop. And
a lot of people have asked us about where to get our yarn.
So all the listings are saved for all of the fixation base yarns. Yeah. I've got all the listings up with photos. I just need to put the shop out of vacation mode tonight when I get home.
It's been like 10 years. No, 7 years. 7.5 years.
We closed it in 2009 or 10.
8 years. So, 9 years.
Yeah.
A while.
So we're reopening our Etsy shop. We're really excited about it. It's called, you might have a clue here. It's going to be called Faking Sanity on Etsy. All one word, because when we set it up, you weren't allowed to have 2-word shop names. Okay. And I decided not to change it, even though we can now. So Faking Sanity, all one word. By the time you see this, the shop will be up. We'll post it on Instagram and Ravelry as well. So we're going to start with a really small update at first. It's just going to have the fixation yarn, and then later this week we'll add some of my hand spun and probably some of the handmade soap and some of Cindy's chainmail.
Once we get pictures and all that fun stuff.
Leather jewelry as well, and aromatherapy jewelry. So there'll be a few things. But they'll all be categorized, so if you're not interested in one, you don't have to scroll through hundreds of things. So.
And we'll get that up.
And maybe eventually a hat with a hat tribble.
Hat tribbles.
Okay, I'm really amused with this.
I know, me too. Ooh. No, I don't like hat tribbles. Okay, I like hat tribbles. I don't like pom-poms.
Jamie, this is your fault. Totally.
Don't like pom-poms. But hat tribbles.
Look at that.
Hat tribbles are awesome.
Wouldn't that look great together?
No.
Plus, really
also,
would.
I wear slouchy. Yeah, they really would. I wear slouchy hats, so a pom-pom sitting back here looks...
Just don't slouch it quite as much.
No, I like the slouchy now that I figured out how to slouch. Well, I've always known how to slouch. I've never known how to slouch.
This is how you slouch. Yeah, I think we'll leave you there. Check out our Etsy shop once you hear this.
Once you hear this.
We're really excited about it. So we'll be adding more stuff. If you don't see something you like, definitely check back. Most of the updates will probably be on the weekends. But we'll have
no holidays between now and Christmas.
Yeah. We'll try to get a full shop before Christmas. So And if you're interested in the 12 Days of Christmas packs that we talked about, there will be at least a few in the Etsy shop. And yeah.
I'm just going to play with the hat, Tribble.
Okay.
Oh, it's fluffing. Okay.
I think we will leave
Flipping
you
everywhere.
on the fluffing hat, Trouble. Have a great week.